What's up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great week. We are here on Friday for a quick little recap video because PlayStation had a state of play on Wednesday, and number one, dropped more information about the upcoming 2026 Halloween game, and then also we got our first kind of trailer-ish for the upcoming Insomniac's Wolverine game. So we're going to take a look at both of those and then just discuss them. So those were really like the only games that interest me out of that state of play. So I was like, okay, I'm glad they did these two. I'm very excited for that because both come out next year. The Halloween game comes out in fall of 2026, and then I don't remember about Wolverine. I just know that one also comes out in 2026. So the first one we're going to look at is the Halloween one because I'm very excited for this game. I did a more deep dive video a couple of weeks ago that you guys can check out as well up in the card above. This game kind of reminds me of, if you guys remember that Friday the 13th game where you could get a lobby, one person is Jason, everybody else is like campers, and you're trying to like escape all those different ways. This kind of, from what I saw a little bit of it, it just kind of looks like that as well. So I'm very excited for it. So other than that, let's jump into and check this out. All right, so let's check out the little. Well, it's more of like a game. It says gameplay, but also release date for Halloween.
Rarely do teams get the incredible opportunity of exploring and creating a game around iconic horror legends.
I'm so excited.
Michael Myers. In Halloween, players get to relive that fateful night in 1978 and step back into the town of Haddonfield, Illinois. I'm Miles Dompierre from Ilphonic, and today I'm thrilled to present an extended look at gameplay for Halloween. With the help of Unreal Engine 5, we've been able to reconstruct the quiet town of Haddonfield in stunning detail. Remaining authentic to the 70s era aesthetics was essential to how we crafted our play spaces. When players navigate these environments, they'll be surrounded by decor that delightfully preserves a special moment in time. Throughout these locations, randomized townsfolk NPCs are living their lives, completely unaware of the danger lurking right outside their windows. These NPCs serve as the game's primary objectives. Stepping behind the mask of this infamous killer, Michael's goal is to find, stalk, and kill the residents of Haddonfield before Halloween night ends. Once you've honed in and stalked a target, it's time to choose the perfect moment to strike.
Oh, that is cool.
Michael comes equipped with an array of unpredictable endowments, but the most powerful is Shape Jump. When in Shape Jump, Michael is invisible to the naked eye. This is our interpretation of Michael's inexplicable tendency to suddenly appear in completely unexpected places and catch victims off guard. Players can also choose from a broad range of compelling civilian hero characters that have witnessed the wrath of Michael and need to warn their neighbors before it's too late. Finding an active phone will allow you to call the police and attempt to convince them to send in help. Just remember, you may be able to knock him down, but you can't kill the boogeyman. We hope you've enjoyed this extended look at gameplay for Halloween. We've only scratched the surface of what's shaping up to be a truly special and murderous sandbox horror experience. And we can't wait for you all to join us in Haddonfield when Halloween launches on September 8th, 2026.
Oh, that is so cool. I am just really excited for this game. Again, so far it looks just like kind of like the Friday the 13th game, because so you're Jason and your objective is to go, and I wonder how many NPCs there are in the sandbox game where you're Michael and you have to go around and kill. So I'm curious on the number of the NPCs, but it looks like, let me see, it showed player characters. So is it like, I think 4 what I saw? Let's see. Yeah, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4. So this is basically kind of like, because I think Friday the 13th had maybe 6, 5 or 6 player like characters in it. This feels like a mixture of both that game and maybe a Dead by Daylight, because I know Dead by Daylight you have about 5 total players in a match, and so one of them is going to be Jason, the other 4 are going to be the civilians, and so it looks like you can obviously, when we read the article, or at least um, the deep dive, it's like you're gonna be able to pick up different items and stuff, because what we see here, she has a baseball bat, but we also see back it up a little bit, about right there. Oh, went too far. No. Um, she has a gun. So, but like I said, like you can wound them, but you can't kill them. So that's gonna be cool. So I wonder what other kind of like weapons you can get. Like, can you set traps for him? Because I know I'm going back to and saying Friday the 13th, because like one of the things with that game, what you could do is you could have like bear traps, and Jason would step in it, and then it would kind of like, immobilize him just for a brief time. And I wonder if there's like a cooldown effect to where if you injure, or like here, if you shoot Michael, is there like a moment where like it kind of takes him a couple of extra seconds to get up and get going again, buying the player characters time to escape and everything like that. So that's something I'm very more curious about to see. And like obviously the game comes out next year, so we have plenty of time to check that out for sure. So I'm very excited for that. And then make sure I got it. We do have a Wolverine game, so let us bring that up, and let's check out this one.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Okay, I actually picked the wrong one. This is like the developers and them talking about it. We'll watch this and then we'll jump into it.
Working with Wolverine is interesting because part of the route to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvels Wolverine.
You know what? Like, I could hear a Wolverine voice. I could definitely hear a Wolverine voice out of this guy. So I think he'll be fine. Just like listening to him for these first couple of lines, I think he'll be fine.
That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is,
because he kind of like I mean, obviously I shouldn't compare him to Hugh Jackman and everything, but he kind of almost sounds like a Hugh Jackman-esque Logan.
My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as it applies to our story. People hurt him, people take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You can see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
It's exciting that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity to players.
Wolverine is a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop, and you can see the breadth of Madripoor in Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game. Omega Red makes an appearance,
Yeah.
Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that fans of...
I don't know.
And there are some hints
I don't know about Mystique.
there, and
That's good enough. I don't know about Mystique. Like, I think the design, I like the eyes. I'll get into it. I'll get into it here at the end. But I don't know.
and there are some hints to other characters that fans of Wolverine will recognize for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood tech that was put into this game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
I mean, it really, like when it comes to a Wolverine game, you definitely have to have it to where you have to make it you have to make it bloody, plain and simple. Like, you can't really do anything else other than that. Otherwise, you know, because that's something people are going to like talk about. It's like, if this is a Wolverine game, why can't we get any, like, you know, blood, you know, that kind of stuff. So I am glad that they're going that route and adding this kind of stuff into it. Something I wish I would like, if I don't know if they will, if it'll be like this or not, but the Spider-Man games, they make you feel like Spider-Man. The way he moves, the way he swings, the way he fights, they're all very acrobatic, you know, fast, heart, you know, and stuff like that. But with the Wolverine game, I am curious on if they're going to, the way Wolverine fights, it's just like, I can't think of the right words how to put it. It's gritty. It's just bloody. It's just knuckle fights, that, you know, hard hitting kind of thing. So I'm curious on what the actual gameplay looks like, instead of us just showing
Wolverine's
us like a
combat,
trailer.
making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played. That's a tough job. What's so cool for me is there was this one section of the game I got to try. It was just visceral, immediate, and so incredibly satisfying. And I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage and fury, and that's Wolverine.
One of the cool things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always get.
We've been in a creative collaboration with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal. Making games.
Now let's be clear. A lot of people don't really like Spider-Man 2. Like, I played Spider-Man 2 for the first time earlier this year. There are multiple stream videos of me playing the game, and I don't think it was as good as the first game. Like, I enjoyed the first game, but I don't think it was as good as the first game. Like, there were some elements about it where I was kind of like, I don't know why they did this. And one of the problems is you probably have heard of them. It's the group Sweet Baby Inc. to plainly put, this is just a group of people who kind of push DEI based stuff into video games. And so, like, take, if your best example is how you look at Mary Jane Watson. Look at her in the first game, look at her in the second game. They made her extremely ugly in the second game compared to the first one. And so I believe Sweet Baby Inc has been a part of the Wolverine game, and that's where it kind of makes me a little hesitant about the game itself. It's because, like, what am I actually gonna get? Am I gonna get a Wolverine game, or am I gonna get some kind of weird, not DEI, but am I gonna get something that's gonna be like not what I want and I wasted my money kind of situation? That's just my thoughts about it.
Games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made. We are focused on making the best Wolverine game ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time to watch our trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
All right. Okay, so that is the behind the claws, so behind the scenes stuff. I did not pick the right one, but that's okay. We can cap this video off with the video. Let's see. And you also remember too, somebody leaked, like maybe like the alpha or beta. I can't think of which one it was, but like there was like somebody like hacked it, and people were kind of playing the game early. It wasn't like the fully built complete game, but they were so playable enough. Like, I don't know, it was kind of dumb for people to do that crap. It was like really, really stupid. But all right, so here's the actual trailer, and so this is what we'll do to cap off this video. So let's check it out.
Been fighting longer than I can remember.
Love it. Love it.
I'd like to say I'm not a violent man. The trouble just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
I do hope there's a lot of like uniqueness with the fighting with Wolverine, like in using the claws and everything.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me. I ain't no hero.
Oh God.
I'm Wolverine.
Yeah. Okay, so it's fall of 2026. Okay. Okay, so it's fall of 2026. So we're basically going to get both these games probably around the same time, which actually makes me excited for that. But yeah, the trailer there again, this probably, I think they said during the state of play that their next glimpse of the game isn't going to be until maybe the summer. So I think maybe I think April, May, or June, I think is what they said will be the next showcase of the game. And they got time to clear some things up for sure, because there were just times looking at it where some of the hairstyle I don't really care too much about. Some of the look of it needs to be touched up a little bit. But I mean, overall, like, Wolverine is one of my favorite comic book characters, and I am very excited to play this game. I'm definitely going to get the game, so don't get me wrong. But I just after Spider-Man 2 had left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, I'm maybe a little bit concerned. But again, I'm going to wait, play the game, and then give my full thoughts about it before then. But that is relatively it, guys. We checked out the Halloween 2026 game and Marvel's Wolverine, pretty much the two main games I was very much interested out of this state of play. If you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button, comment below. You can check out my other links down below to Twitch, Kick, and Rumble, including my Nerd Talk podcast. Definitely go over there and check that out as well. But guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one.